right. All right. I'm going to give it a second. Aloha, people. I'm going to give it a second. Let everybody log into the chat. Give it a second. Just hang in there. We about to do crypto AMAs, man. So it's going to be a while. You're just going to hear me kind of rant. These are where I just get to rant about crypto. I get to smoke some herb. You know what I'm saying? And I just, you guys can ask me anything in the chat. The live chat is enabled. Please behave. Please be respectful. Let's keep it about cryptocurrency. And we got some different topics to discuss. Oh, what's up, the podhead? What's up? Yo, what up? Yo, this is crypto smoke sessions, like AMAs, man. Like, we just about to get into it. So this is like free mentorships too. Like, so ask me anything and I'm gonna just be honest. I'm gonna just tell you how it is. You know, let's keep it crypto related. We could talk about universal basic income. We can talk about Neurolink with Elon Musk. We could talk about what other shitcoins, meme coins. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it, brother. I really do. And I was just inspired to, you know, to really help people out the way I wasn't helped out. Like, and that's just my mission now. Like, that's my mission, is to study and teach. You know what I'm saying? I'll always be a student. Always be. Got my pipe. Yo, I'm breaking down the herb right now. So this is my first AMAs. So you know, it's gonna be a while, and this is intimate. I get to smoke some weed with y'all, and for y'all who don't smoke weed, like, you already know this is CryptoRootz channel, like, you know, so you don't have to come here. But it's bigger than just getting stoned. It's expanding your consciousness and utilizing technology so that it benefits you and your loved ones, and, you know what I'm saying, your black brothers and sisters. I'm still on the mission. I'm still on the mission of liberating my black brothers and sisters, regardless of whether they stab me in the back or not. You feel me? 1 second, so. All right, so since I'm gonna just get into it, since no one's asking questions right now, I'm about to get into it. Now let's talk about meme coins and shit coins. Okay. Let's look up Dogecoin right now. Let's look up Dogecoin. It's hot, man. It's hot. Let me know if I'm coming. How did I get into crypto? That's a good question, man. That's a good question. That's a great question. How did I get into crypto? All right, so I was dating this woman back in Hawaii. She was an older woman, and she was different. I guess that's why I started. She was different, and so I kind of thought she was a little weird because she was just into like random things like that I never heard of before. So one day she's doing dishes. I'm cleaning up the house, and she's got the stereo on, and it is like, what's your best crypto wallet? What's the best crypto wallet to have? And then I'm like, looked at her, I was like, what the hell is a crypto wallet? You know what I'm saying? And she was like, have you ever heard of Bitcoin? And I'm like, what's Bitcoin? And she was like, oh boy. And that's how I found out about cryptocurrency. You feel me? That's how I found out about cryptocurrency. And I never looked back. I haven't, you know what I'm saying? Because I looked at it, and I almost cried, yo. I was like, I can't believe that we're living in that day and age, man. I can't believe it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what got me started, was like, what? Anyone can just make their own money? Like, it tripped me out, bro. It really did. And it still does trip me out. It still does trip me out. You know. Sorry if the stream's breaking up or whatever. You know, we're just trying to see what we can make happen. All right, so let's look at Dogecoin right now. Dogecoin is like a third of a penny. It's a third of a penny. It's about 30 satoshis. It's about 30 satoshis right now. Let me know if the live through's coming through okay. Give me a second. All right, we good. Sorry, I mean, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. So we got Dogecoin right now, number one meme coin. It started. Oh, I appreciate it, yo. I really do. I really do. I started off really shy, and I'm still kind of a shy guy, but sometimes I'm just like, get over it. Like, I got insecurities. I wish I had straighter teeth. You know what I'm saying? I wish I could do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get over my insecurities because I understand the information's more important. So I appreciate that, Johnny. I really do. I really do. I appreciate that. All right, so Dogecoin started off as a shit coin. And for you guys who don't know, shit coins, they're more like penny stocks. They're more like penny stocks in the cryptocurrency world. They're never meant to be anything. They're literally just all scams. Or, you know what I'm saying? But but like I said, I gotta tell my mentees, if it's on the market, you can make money off of it. It doesn't matter. If it's on the market, you have an opportunity to profit, regardless of all the fundamentals of anything. If there's a market for it, you can make money. I wouldn't tell you otherwise. But what ended up happening with Dogecoin was that somehow it took off. Somehow the community really liked the joke, and for some weird reason, it took off. And Dogecoin almost hit. It hit one penny, almost 2 pennies. And what happens is people accidentally became rich off Dogecoin during the big bull run, because Dogecoin's market cap hit $2 billion. $2 billion. Now it transformed a shitcoin to a meme coin. Why? Because of the fundamentals, because of the communities, and because of the market cap. So let's go over it. The fundamentals of Dogecoin. Let's look at development status. It's a working product. So there's already software that people are running on Dogecoin, the Dogecoin blockchain. So that's a good sign. That's the same sign like Bitcoin. It's got a working product. Organizational structure. It's decentralized, just like Bitcoin. So the whole purpose is to get as close to Bitcoin with these altcoins or shitcoins as possible. And then you're in the safer zone as far as like an investment. And this is just my opinion. I'm no financial advisor. I'm just telling you how I feel, how I see the crypto game. So let's not get it twisted. What's up? Was it Jack MC? Jack MC, aloha, brother. Thank you for showing up in the crypto chat. It's a crypto smoke session. AMAs, ask me anything. We just gonna hang out. I'm not sure how long it's going to be. We're going to talk about universal basic income. Right now we're talking about meme coins. We're going to get into what else? What was the other topics that I put? What was the other topics? I know I put another topic. Info and settings. Give me a second. I know I put another topic that I wanted to talk about. All right, top programming languages. Yeah, we're going to get into top programming languages. So just hang out with me, dude. Like, it's going to be a while. Thoughts on 88? Thank you. Somebody asked me something crypto related. I appreciate that. The pothead, I appreciate that. So, 88, Cardano. That is a great question. Why is that a great question? Because I'm personally invested in Cardano as well, in ADA, and let's go over it. Let's hold on. I want to check the chat real quick. We about to talk about Cardano. Total view, statistics, analytics. All right, cool. I just wanted to see. All right, so let's we're gonna get back into Dogecoin. Remind me to get back into Dogecoin, okay? But we're gonna talk about Cardano right now. All right, Cardano is currently sitting at 5 cents. It has the equivalent of 545 Satoshi value. All right. It's got a market cap of $1 billion and $488 million. That's not bad. That's actually pretty good. What number on the market cap is it? ADA. So it's 11. Cardano is 11. All right, so let me roll this joint, and I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna share my opinions with you about Cardano. And we're also going to open up the Cardano website. All right. Give me a second. I'm looking for something to poke. We're going to go to Card. I'm almost there, family. Give me a second. I'm just finishing up this joint so I can get into it. Is it just Bitcoin questions or any? It's anything crypto related? Jack MC froze. Do you know? So right now, yo, what's up, Wagner? We about to get into Cardano right now. All right, so Cardano's market cap, it's $1.5 billion, pretty healthy, which is the equivalent of 141,000 Bitcoin. Its all-time high was $1.33. That was January 4th, 2018. From what it is now to the all-time high, that's over 2,000%. It has to go up. So just to even get to where it was with Cardano from where it is now, it has to go up over 2,000%. Think about that. Think about that. All right, so I'm personally invested in Cardano, but honestly, what it's more speculation is what's happening in. Cardano has yet to make, I would say, a good working product. They were struggling to make the wallet. It wasn't easy. I felt safer. I still feel safer in some cases having my Cardano on an exchange. That's how you know the game's kind of sad. That's how you know the game's sad, when you feel safer keeping that currency on an exchange, because it's almost too much of a liability to put that crypto in its own wallet, because the developers haven't developed the wallet security and user interface. You know what I'm saying? Haven't got that tied down. So I know people who just tried to put money into their Cardano wallet in IOTA and lost it, just trying to put money in their own wallet. It was like they should have kept it on the exchange. So that's something to keep in mind. That's and honestly, Charles, he's been. That's all he's been. I don't know what he's been doing in the background, but. And the whole thing with Cardano, people are like, yo, they're taking their time. They're not trying to like push it too hard. But right now, we need to see results. We need to see something game-changing, Cardano. Because right now, the market's all based off speculation, right? Because let's look at it. It's got a max supply of 45 45 billion. All right, circulating supply, it's about, it's about 25 billion right now. You know what I'm saying? So that's why the price is so cheap. That's why the price is so cheap. So right now we want to look at it. All right, so development status. Check this out. Remember, I just showed you Dogecoin. There's a difference between working product and a beta version. You know what a beta version is? Beta is not the alpha. It's the second. It's not ready for production, and that could be a good or bad thing. You know what I mean? Like, they could be holding it off and waiting to get things. And I'm not hating on that. I'm not hating on Cardano for taking their time. Right now, check this out. Organizational structure, semi-centralized. So we're still not decentralized. We're semi-centralized. So that's another thing to keep in mind. Open source, yes, that's a good one. Proof type, proof of stake. All right, we about to get into Ripple. Let me finish up with this Cardano talk, because like I said, I like to give details. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not gonna answer your question and just be like, yo, I think this and I think that. Nah, I'm a dig in the books for you guys. Like, when you ask me a question, I'm gonna show you the research. I'm gonna tell you about my personal experience. I'm gonna let you know what things you need to look at, you know what I'm saying, when you're really analyzing a cryptocurrency. So give me some time to explain certain cryptos, only so I can answer you and give you respect to your question, you know what I'm saying, more in depth. So we're gonna wrap this up with Cardano real quick, because I know other people ask about crypto questions. But proof type is proof of stake. Algorithm, never heard of that one before. Not saying it's not good, just haven't heard of it before. And hardware wallet, yes. All right. Now, Cardano does have a large community. They're active. So one thing about Cardano is that they're active in their code. They're one of the most active in their code. Okay. You always want to look at their Git repository and code frequency and Git contributors. All right. See, this is how you want to know about the development of your cryptocurrency, because either if you're actually looking to invest in something, you want it to be legit. This is how you know it's legit. This is how you know it's not a scam. This is how you know that your investment has the potential to keep making you money, is by doing your due diligence. The same way you would do in stocks, we're doing in the software computer world for cryptocurrency. So it's a different ball game. So now you want to open up your GitHub. You want to check out GitHub. Okay, we'll let them use it. All right. All right. We can see how many contributors. We want to check. We also want to check the issues. We want to see if people look at. Yeah, you want to check the issues, see if they're being solved, see if people are keeping up. The developers are keeping up to date with the code, right? You want to see the code frequency. You want to check out the code frequency. You want to see how, you know what I'm saying? You want to see contributors. This is just like metadata, extra data to go deeper into your cryptocurrency and to see if it's actually legit or not. And I don't want to confuse you guys with all this, but it's developer shit. It's developer shit to let you know how often. See, Cardano's been doing most of the work last August. This is where they were doing, they got 109 commits. If you don't know what a commit is, it's a submission. It's like an update to the software. And that's like, so that's people, doesn't have to be pushed to the final product, but that's people sit like a brick. They're adding a brick onto the building. They're adding a brick onto the building. It's called a commit. You're adding onto the source code. So there really hasn't been that much activity lately. As you can see, there's only been 10 commits, and today was about, this week is only 6 commits. But that's not bad, because a lot of projects, you know what I'm saying, they just ain't heavy in the game right now due to the market cap. All right, so that's my thoughts about Cardano. I still think it has potential. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be biased because I'm personally invested, But if Cardano could reach $1.33, I don't see why it can't reach $2. So think about it. Think about it. If it only costs 5 cents right now, what's it gonna hurt to throw, you know what I'm saying, $25 at it? What's it gonna hurt? All right, cool. So we're gonna take a quick little break on that. I want to answer some more questions in the chat, and then we're gonna go to Ripple. Somebody asked about another coin. Sorry if I can't get to all your coins. Like I said, you see me, I go and I dig. You know, I dig. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at it like, yo, is this a good investment? You know what I'm saying? You want to look at similar coins. All right. Can a person make a living off cryptocurrency? Can a person make a living off fiat currency? That's how that question sounds. Can a person make a living off cryptocurrency? Sure. Can a person make a living off fiat currency? Sure. They've been doing it for a long time. And people have been living off cryptocurrency for a long time. Or at least as long as they can have been. So it's up to you. It's value. That's all it is. You can call it cryptocurrency. You can call it fiat currency. The source of how the currency is generated may be different, but the whole purpose of the currency is value. That doesn't change. So can a person make living off cryptocurrency? It's the same as can a person make a living off value? Well, how else are they supposed to make a living off? It's some form of value. So yes, cryptocurrency. When you got a market cap, check this out. When you got a market cap that's $285 billion and billions come in and billions go out every 30 seconds to a minute to, you know what I'm saying, hour, can a person make a living off some of that? Sure. I would only assume so. Now, how do we get to that point? That's the best question. How does a person get to the point of making a living off cryptocurrency? Not can someone do it? How? What process would it take? What options, what strategies can I take that other people are taking or that haven't taken before? You got to ask yourself different questions. I appreciate that. Give me a second. Smoking ganja. I only smoke weed. I don't smoke tobacco. I only smoke weed. I'm a health dude. You know what I'm saying? All right. Now, let's see what else. Now, let's talk about Ripple. It's not called Ripple. It's called XRP. That should already be a red flag. All right? Let me make sure I'm coming through. 1 second. All right. So the fact that a company, it's a bank. Would change Ripple or XRP. It's a bank. It's a banker's coin. It is not a cryptocurrency. It doesn't have a blockchain. You can't mine it. It is centralized. Look at that. Organizational structure centralized. What's the purpose of cryptocurrency, people? Decentralization. All right. They got their own protocol. Let's check it out. Max supply 100 billion. Right? What they don't tell you is about 80% of Ripple XRP, the owners own it. So the majority of the supply only is 20% of what everybody in the world has to deal with. You can't get any more. You want to talk about centralization, governments, Libra, Facebook, Tether, XRP, like all these are anti-cryptocurrencies. None of them are cryptocurrencies. They will never be cryptocurrencies. They're the farthest opposite of a cryptocurrency. So, too many red flags with Ripple. It is a banker's coin. It was meant to, the bankers are not going out broke. The bankers are not going out without a fight. In fact, they're some of the biggest ones I'm all in XRP right now. Hey, like I said, if it's on the market, you can make money off of it. If it's on the market, you can. I did not once say, AEW Mark, that you were going to lose money from Ripple. I did not once say that. I am telling you what Ripple or XRP. The fact that we're calling it Ripple when it's XR, like, come on, Bitcoin did not change its name. No, very few other cryptos actually changed their brand and their logo and their name. That is already a thumbs down. I'm not to diss nobody. I'm finally getting it out. I'm finally let people know this shit is not. It's not what they say it is. Now, is there a possibility of XRP going to the moon? Yes. Yes. I believe that XRP has the potential to go to the moon. For those who don't know what I'm saying, go to the moon is the price of your cryptocurrency goes up really high. Let me get some water, folks. Now, why do I say that? Why do I say that XRP has an opportunity to go to the moon? Yeah, like I said, the fact that a company would have to, a quote unquote crypto company would have to change their name and their brand logo, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's already too much of a sign of centralization. Bitcoin never ever changed its name and changed what these, especially what they come out with, they stick with. So that was already that was another thumbs down for me. Give me a second. Now, Ripple is 31 cents right now. All-time high was $3.84. That's a big gain. That's over 1,000% profit. I mean, all right, let me get back and let me break this down to you guys. Percentage to all-time high. Okay? That's a double-edged sword. All right? That's a double-edged sword. Because not only is that the mountain you have to climb, or your investment has to climb to even get to the all-time high. That's like going to the top of the mountain. But also, that's how much profit you could potentially make from this point till the all-time high. You know what I'm saying? So that's like, yo, you either have to walk that steep mountain, but once you walk that mountain, you have the potential to own that mountain and even higher. So that's what like percentage to all-time high is. You know, it's how far you got to go, but also if you go that far, that's how much you reap in rewards. Man. XRP will go to the moon because Bitcoin would drag it up. That's a great question. I mean, the pothead, that's a great Bitcoin will drag it up. So theoretically, I get you. I get you. But that doesn't work out technically. Theoretically, Bitcoin will bring up XRP, but technically that doesn't work, because if people are buying more Bitcoin, they're actually selling, more than likely selling their XRP to buy more Bitcoin. So in some ways the price would actually go down. It's called a slosh. The money moves from Bitcoin. Let's check out Bitcoin's dominance just to show you what I mean. So it doesn't necessarily, Bitcoin's dominance 65%, almost 66% right now. That is absolutely insane. And for you guys who don't know what Bitcoin dominance is, It's how much of the market Bitcoin owns. And it owns damn near 66% of the market. So it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to drag it up. But I understand what you mean theoretically. And you don't want to be all in on one coin. You don't want to be all in on one coin, especially Ripple or XRP. I'm no financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Okay? One more thing I'm going to cover with Ripple is now you have to decide how far, as a trader, especially as a trader, what are your moralities of the cryptocurrencies you're trading? What are your moralities? Because if you're in the crypto game for the revolution, you wouldn't touch anything like XRP, anything like Tether. You know what I'm saying? Anything like EOS. You wouldn't touch it because it's not, or Libra. It's not crypto, like to the truest sense. You wouldn't even touch it, let alone trade it. But the name of the game for some people is money. And the only reason they're trading is to make money. They don't care what type of name. They don't care what type of symbol. They don't care blockchain or not. They don't care. They're in the game to make money. And like I said, if it's on the market, you can make money. So one of my favorite traders said, I pledge allegiance to no coin. The only allegiance I pledge to is profit. The only allegiance I pledge to is profit. You guys can bitch about what is the greatest coin, or what's the most decentralized coin, or what's this and what's that. Only reason I stepped in this game was to make money. Some traders don't give a fuck about fundamentals. You know what I'm saying? Some traders are just trading the markets. So where do you go? What do you decide? What coins are you willing to touch or invest in? And do they add on to the revolution of cryptocurrency? You know what I'm saying? So, and that's where you got to decide. That's where you got to decide. That's your own personal decision. I would never tell you not to touch XRP. But like, let's look at their cold progress. Maybe I haven't even looked at their code progress. I don't even know if they're updating code. So they did most of the code work back in 2013 when it was created. All right. So it don't look like a whole lot developing on XRP right now. In fact, it looks like they've been taking away more code and adding on to it. So, all right, that's my thoughts about Ripple, folks. That's my thoughts about Ripple. You got any more questions? All right, hit me with another crypto question. Otherwise, I'm gonna start talking about universal basic income. Universal basic income. If I don't get another crypto question, we're talking about universal basic income. All right. Give me a second. I'm going to keep lighting. It's really hot right here in Mexico. I pledge allegiance to Satoshis. Exactly. I pledge allegiance to Satoshis. Stack up your Satoshis. Check out that video. Check out that video. Alright, so sorry, the we got in my mouth. So, yo, what are you guys' thoughts about universal basic income? Share your thoughts about it. You think it's a good thing? You think people should have it? You think everyone should be given money every month by the government, I guess, so to say. Let me know what you think in the chat. Some people think it's good, some people think it's bad. And it's an ongoing discussion. A universal basic income is a government guarantee that each citizen receives a minimum income. It is also called a citizen's income, guaranteed minimum income, or basic income. The intention behind the payment is to provide enough to cover the basic cost of living and provide financial security. The concept has regained popularity as a way to offset job losses caused by technology. Plans differ on who receives the income. Some would pay every citizen regardless of income. Others only pay those who are below the poverty line, whether they're working or not. One proposal would pay just those left jobless due to robotics, a plan that 48% of Americans support. The government sends the check, but plans differ on who funds the income. Some plans call for a tax increase on the wealthy. Others say corporations should be taxed. You see? All right, we're going to get into FutureNet in a little bit. I don't even know where I would find FutureNet. We're going to get into FutureNet. I want to talk about universal basic income. So I'm going to give you guys a second while I light up. Let me know. If you down with universal basic income, press 9. If you're not down, press 6. Would you like to receive? Yo, we're gonna get into FutureNet, no doubt. I promise, brother. I really do. We're gonna get into FutureNet. Actually, Army King, it's actually different from welfare. Well, yeah, you said it's a form of welfare, but actually, it's a competitor to welfare, because if universal basic income comes into play, it would welfare goes out of the way. We're gonna talk about that. I'm glad you brought that up. It's a form of welfare, but it's actually a competitor to welfare. Because if you had one, you can't have both. You got to have one without the other. That's the way it kind of works. I'll go deeper. I think it will raise prices for everything. Okay. But it's supply and demand. So, yeah, the inflation rate too. Like, good question. It goes deep. I was just studying this. Like, would it raise everything? Because what if people worked less, and people didn't supply the jobs to produce, right? Yo, AEW Mark. So so it almost seems inevitable that we're on our way to universal basic income, but who determines it? All right, so let's talk about it. Pros: workers could afford to wait for a better job for better wages, but the cons is inflation could be triggered because of the increase in demand for goods and services. You're right. The pothead. Inflation could be triggered because of the increase for demands of goods and services. Now, what happens with welfare is that it you don't have room to grow out of your situation, because if you end up making too much, you don't qualify for the welfare. So it almost it incentivizes laziness and passiveness, because people don't want to make or strive for more, because then that would take away what they have, right? So but if people got universal basic income, then they could actually take steps to live above their means level and not have to lose what they have. That's the way, because that's how welfare works. If you work more, you're disqualified. But in universal basic income, you could work more or not work at all, I guess, depends. See, that there's so many factors. But welfare limits you. Universal basic income doesn't limit you. But the people who are used to the comfort zone, they wouldn't know how to, you know what I'm saying, once the shackles come off, would they be worse off without it? even though they were given, you know what I'm saying? Because I'll slow down, but we're tossing ideas around. Okay, so people would have the freedom to return to school or stay home to care for a relative. Okay, that's a pro. There won't be an increased con. There won't be an increased standard of living in the long run because of inflated prices. So people could have more free time, right? You could choose to educate yourself. You could choose to go do other things. But in the long run, things are going to go up. And things are going to be a struggle if you're not able to find a better job. Or the better job doesn't pay you enough because of how much everything's going up. Even though you had the time to stay at home and study or go to school to get a better job. Well, that better job won't even still be enough. I'm just saying, I'm tossing out ideas. So, yeah. So where does the money come from? Where that's the next question. Where does the money come from? And you got to remember, every country is different. Not every country has the same access to resources. You know what I'm saying? Has the same allies. So based on your country and also the cultures, because now people are going to value, different cultures value different things. So what people do with their time are still going to be based on what the culture says for the most part. Even, you know what I'm saying? So some wealthy countries, their universal basic income, is going to offer more, but in another countries, a universal basic income is going to offer less. How's that universal? Like, you know what I'm saying? And where does the money come from? Because the money doesn't just really get created, even though they print. The money has to move. It goes from one end to another end. It's not really just generated out of nowhere. There's value. Value has to shift somewhere. So where does that money come from? Taxing the wealthy people, taking money from welfare, taking money from the money has to come from somewhere. You feel me? It has to come from somewhere. Where does it come from? Right? Another, you know what I'm saying? Arthur King, but that's on another question. That's, some people would have the motive to actually learn an instrument, to go to school, to learn an art, and some people are going to have the options to actually better their life. That's because of the less stress, the less hours, the less driving. If they were and how much, just enough, or to live a middle class, whatever middle class is. How much is this universal basic income? Are you accepting? Are you okay with? And you know what I'm saying? Are you okay with other people getting? If they were getting $5,000 a month, or you were getting $500 a month, like, what is enough? And is that the same for everybody? Right? The poverty trap would be removed from traditional welfare programs. That's they call it the poverty trap in welfare programs. The cons, a reduced program with smaller payments won't make a real difference to poverty-stricken families. Pros, citizens could have simple, straightforward financial assistance that minimizes bureaucracy. Cons, free income may disincentivize people to get jobs and make work seem optional. Okay? Arthur King, you were right about that. I mean, that's a good theory. Pros, the government would spend less to administer the program than with traditional welfare. So we would actually save money. We would actually save money by going to universal basic income. Because not only are all those jobs gone for welfare, like it would cost more money to maintain the welfare system than actually introduce a universal basic income. But still, if it's printed, the money is lent out. You got to understand the fractional reserve lending. If it's printed, that money's still owed. Like, they lend it out to the banks. So even though they print it, it still needs to be paid off. The return on value has to come back. So even though they're printing the money, it still has to flow back. So the value, the value's still somewhere. That's how the recessions, the value somewhere, because when we have these recessions and depressions, that's only for the masses, because there was more millionaires made in 2008. That, you know what I'm saying? It's the wealth gets transferred into a smaller group of people. So it doesn't. The money just didn't appear. It gets transferred, and the money that they print, they lend it, they send it out, and then money's old. That's just kind of how the way it works. Yeah, I've been reading about that Andrew Yang. I've been researching Andrew. All right, so here's another thing. You gotta watch out for the these what's the right Masons, these top level Mark Zuckerberg was talking about introducing universal basic income. Like, you got to understand that some of these people are promoting it heavy. All right, let's wrap this up. Free income could perpetuate the falling labor force participation rate. Okay, that's a con. Payments would help young couples start families in countries with low birth rates. And that's another pro. Payments could help stabilize the economy during recession periods. So we got some good pros. It'd be difficult it would be difficult, especially in the U.S., to get legislation passed because of stiff opposition to handouts for them. So you got a lot of opinions. You got people saying people are just going to become lazy. You got other people saying, like, nah, man, like, people are going to really utilize their time and be more creative, less stress, educate themselves, look for better jobs. You know what I'm saying? Start families. You got other people saying the money should come from the rich people. You got other people saying the money should come from taxes on the rich. I mean, I just want you guys thinking about this. I really wanted to have an open discussion with you guys about these topics, because that's what you're going to get on this channel is open discussions about what's happening in the world, things that affect us our everyday, and things that have to do with finances, things that have to do with finances. So I'll take another crypto question. Let me just have a little smoke break. Just hang in there. You know what I'm saying? Hang in there. Let me have a little smoke break. Let me have a little. All right. Somebody said check out FutureNet. So we had Absadi check out FutureNet. Welcome to FutureNet. All right. Welcome to the future. Welcome. So I got this. Absadi kept asking me to check out FutureNet, so we checking it out together. Choose which way to go. You are here only for fun. For a better reason, we prepared 2 separate co-working platforms. So what is this? FutureNet is a social platform that works similar to other social media. It is transparent, easy to use. What distinguishes us from others is the fact that our users receive parts of the profit from advertising on the platform in exchange for activity registration. FutureNet is always. Okay, watch the video, find out how it works. Check this out.
Have you ever
Let's see if my internet
wondered how much time do you spend while using social?
If my internet won't stream it, then I'm not gonna play it. Because I'm actually recording right now, so I'm not sure how that's going to work. Alright, so, yo, Opsadi. New crypto. So it's Futuroto coin? Futuroto coin. Use FutureNet app. It's a so we got to do the crypto due diligence. You can't just be shouting out anything. You can't just have CryptoRootz just checking out anything. You can't be promoting your shit without it being legit. So we need to see if FutureNet actually has a cryptocurrency. Okay? Because if it doesn't, Absadi, I'm disappointed. FutureNet. What crypto is this? Did it say? Futuro coin. Futuro. All right. Futuro coin. All right. Oh, sorry, brother. FutureNet is investigated by Polish authorities. Yo, they saying this is a scam, homie. They saying this is a scam, bro. Red flag. Red flag. Centralized. Thumbs down, bro. Thumbs down. Development status unknown. Thumbs down. Thumbs down. I call this a brother polite. Yo, this is a scam. This is a brother polite. Yo, this is a brother polite. That's my new thing for scam coins. Yo, this is a BP. This is a brother polite coin. Cause this shit's gonna scam you, bro. It's about 81 cents right now, and it's under investigation from the feds, or the Polish authorities. It's like, I don't know, bro. You gotta respect my channel. You know what I'm saying? You gotta respect my channel. But like I wanted to give you a shot, bro. But I already know that ain't a good sign, man. That ain't a good sign. I'm not trying to diss you, but you gotta respect the channel. But this is okay. That's why you come to CryptoRootz for my followers. That's why you come to me, so we can do the due diligence together, and I could just let you know. But sorry, Absadi, I can't fuck with it, bro. Can't fuck with it. Were you ever any hype? What's a hype platform, bro? The pothead. Are you asking me or Absadi? Damn, my bad. Yo, Absadi, it's all right, bro. It's all right. Like, don't trip. Don't trip. We just got it. We gotta do our due diligence, and CryptoRootz. We just want the best for CryptoRootz's audience. You know. So I'll take another crypto question. I'll take another crypto question, and then we're going to get into programming languages. We're going to get into programming languages. Alright, so I recommend everybody to start off so if you're gonna be programming, until I get crypto questions, I'm gonna just keep spitting game. Go to python.org and download Python. Alright, get started. You can download it if you for any type of operating system. And just please follow the guide, take your time. It's a lot. You may not be ready for this, but on my channel, we don't forget the programming, because that's how all this shit comes about. Everything you do, from the apps we use, LTC Pratt. Okay, we're about to get into Litecoin. But you can't forget the development. You got to learn a programming language, and Python is probably it's the easiest programming language to learn, and it's one of the highest paid programming languages. So you really can't even, and it's the most flexible. You can do web development, you can do cybersecurity, you can do AI, machine learning, data science. Like, Python is really where it's at. Python is really where it's at. JavaScript. Sorry, JavaScript. Now, do I recommend you learning JavaScript? Yes and no. JavaScript, I would say it's a must-have if you're going to be a serious developer, because much of all the web browsers use JavaScript. It gives the internet interactivity. So when you click something, it does something. That's JavaScript. When you click here, it does something, activates. That's JavaScript doing that. And that's for so many web pages. And so JavaScript is crucial if you're going to be a web developer. You can do a lot of other things with JavaScript, but it's not as flexible as Python. But Python and JavaScript are the top biggest programming languages. Definitely. And I wouldn't even recommend, like, if you're just starting off, stick with Python. But if you're trying to get in the game for real, learn JavaScript as well. Learn JavaScript. Python. Yep, pothead, learn Python. Python programming language. Yeah, I can go on forever, but I don't feel like it about I just wanted to go briefly, and I'm always going to throw out programming things. I want you guys to get used to this language. I want to get you guys to hearing it from a black person, a young black person. You know what I'm saying? That smokes weed, who's lived in the hood. I've lived in West Oakland. Like, I've been in the hoods. You guys need to hear this, so you guys cannot feel like, oh, disconnected from the information, man. The sooner you're connected to this information, the more opportunities you create for yourself, man. All right, so let me see what else is in the chat. Litecoin price having it. Yo, Litecoin. I'm not gonna hate. 1 second. Yo, Litecoin, I'm not gonna hate on Litecoin. You know what? Litecoin is I really feel like it's here to stay. I really feel like it's here to stay. I was not feeling that way about Litecoin for a while. I almost kind of saw it as a joke. But people are comparing it to the silver of Bitcoin. And that's okay. I get it. It's got faster block times. I think a bigger block. You know, it doesn't say it's fully decentralized though. But it is proof of work. So that's impressive. Okay? It is proof of work. You got 84 million. All right. I mean, I think Litecoin's here to stay. I mean, let's check it out. It's $94. The all-time high was $375. I throw a little bread. I throw a little crumbs on Litecoin. Other people are hella bullish. For you guys who don't know, bullish means you believe the price is going to go up. Bearish means you feel the price is going to go down. So I'm bullish on Litecoin. I think it's a safe investment. I feel it could make some good returns. So yo, the pothead. So check that out. Remember, look what you just said. Litecoin will be in the thousands. You're hoping. Don't put too much of your hope. Don't put too much speculation because you're personally invested. That's another fallacy. That's another flaw that some traders have. They put too much of their hope. They're too maximalist. Okay? Litecoin could hit $1,000, but more than that, only time will tell, you know? So, you know, I'm not a price speculator. And I never do that on my channel. I never speculate. Cardano could be $2 or get rid. I never do speculations or none of that because I don't want you caught up in that world, because you'll end up losing money in the long run because people got into your head. They fed you what you wanted to hear. They told you what you wanted to hear, not what you needed to hear. So I don't do price speculations. I do analytics, analyze the market. I see what it is. I check different things. But I get my personal opinion, because just because I'm not invested in something doesn't mean I don't support it, or just because I'm investing in something doesn't mean I don't think it's going to go down. Like, I'm always analyzing and trying to keep an unbiased opinion. So, yeah, Litecoin, you gotta understand that there's always these big run-ups. There's always speculation run-ups. Let's look at the markets of Litecoin. All right. So Litecoin exchanges. I don't see Binance on here. Here you go. So as far as volume in the last 24 hours with Bitcoin, so this Dobe exchange. Where is this Dobe exchange? So on this exchange between Litecoin and Bitcoin, there was over 100 grand. Wait, over $1 million exchanged on this exchange. Dobe. I never heard of Dobe exchange. Let's check it out together. So this looks like a Binance ripoff. Huh. And it did over $1 million in value? Dobe exchange. All right. Cool. See, this is what I do. I just start getting curious. I'm letting you guys in on this crypto AMAs to show you how I study, to show you how I do to show you what I do when I'm not on camera, and what, you know, some of the things I do is that I check out this shit, man. So on Binance, oh, that's USDT. All right, here you go, Bitcoin. So is that 17,000? I'm trying to like think. Maybe is that 17 million? Shit. I be getting confused. I be getting stoned and I be getting thrown off my numbers sometimes. Anyways, Litecoin I think is here to stay. And it's yeah, it's here to stay. Any other crypto questions? I throw a little bread at Litecoin. I'm not gonna lie. I throw a little bread. I throw crumbs at Litecoin. Only because it's not that much different from Bitcoin. I forgot to tell you, it's not that much different. Litecoin could easily disappear. Like, I'm letting you guys know because there's nothing really that strong standing out. Litecoin is more. I really feel like it's a bunch of hodlers and people. It's a speculative coin. I don't feel like it has anything changing like Monero, etherum. You know what I'm saying? Dogecoin. Like, it's found its snug place in the market. and it's kind of fit there. It's kind of fitted like in stone almost, but the let's just say the floor of Litecoin could be dropped out immediately because there's nothing really that different, and it's not completely decentralized. So as if they, but it's more likely to be mass adopted if Starbucks, AT&T, there all these parties, merchants are actually accepting Litecoin as a form of payment. So like, more power to Litecoin. More power to Litecoin because it's not a banker's coin, and if people are going to accept it, like I'd rather use Litecoin to pay for things than use Bitcoin, to be honest. In fact, I would just coin switch or shapeshift some of my Bitcoin to Litecoin just to pay for shit. You know? Another question. Hit me with some more questions. Author King. All right, so we about to talk about Elon Musk and the Neuralink. Yo, I found this hella funny article on CNBC about Elon. I'm about to announce. All right, so it says Elon Musk says he will soon announce a Neuralink product that can make anyone superhuman by connecting their brains to a computer. He says Neuralink increases the data rate between the brain and computers and will give humans a better shot at competing with AI. Check this next part out. Musk made these comments before he smoked weed and drank on Joe Rogan's podcast. Like, they had to add that in. He made these comments before he smoked weed and drank on Joe Rogan's podcast. Elon Musk smoked pot and drank whiskey on Joe Rogan's podcast, and he says he's going to soon announce a Neuralink product that can make anyone superhuman. Like, these people are dude, CNBC is a joke, bruh. These people are just the most ridiculous. Like, this is the first thing he smoked pot and drank whiskey. I think we'll have something interesting. Yep, goes in Musk Enterprise. Yo, and they got this picture right here too. They had to add this picture in, dude. Like this, they're ridiculous, right? So, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts about Elon Musk and Neuralink? You know what I'm saying? It will enable anyone who wants to have superhuman cognition. Anyone who wants. If your biological self dies, you can upload it into a new unit, literally. It'll give us a better chance against AI. So what are your thoughts about that? You think what this white man doing? You think he's trying to make up for melanin, or like, what's up, man? Like, what kind of shit is this? Like the Matrix? Like, really? Because this is not new. Just so you know, this is not new. Like, they've already done it. Like, they said they did it to a monkey, and the monkey was able to control the computer. They've been doing this. That's what the hearing aids. They've been doing with the hearing aids. They've helped other. They've already done this type of technology. It's not new. Just so you guys know. But to this level, it's supposed to connect little into the neurons and shit in your brain, a little chip that's supposed to be, and then you're like connected with the digital world. You're like AI, like a cyborg, pretty much a cyborg. I think it's interesting. Do I want to have holes drilled into my skull to connect a computer chip to it? No. But I can see this taking off, and I can see governments like really making everybody do this, like some New World Order shit. You feel me? So that's what kind of freaks me out about it. is I fear that they want to control your thoughts, like some Black Mirror shit. Like they want to advertise to you in your brain. They want to listen to your thoughts. Like they want to monitor all that data. Now, check this out. Check this out. With every new technology, there's always going to be hackers. There's always going to be people who are rebellious. There's always going to be Satoshi Nakamoto's who take your shit and then decide whatever, destroy it, revolutionize it. So yeah, you may have governments trying to control people's thoughts and minds and actions, but you're also going to have hackers, you know what I'm saying, who are like, nah, not me. I'm going to just reprogram it, or I'm going to hack other people. So you're going to have people battling wars over your brain, over your thoughts, like over your control, literally, of your mind, of your brain functions. You're going to have people hacking in. Then you're going to have security hackers. You're going to have guards. Then you're going to have crimes because someone tried to steal your mind or got into your mind. Harassment cases because someone thought a sexual thought while you passed by them and you read the data. Like, I'm telling you, this is how far shit's gonna go. But there's always gonna be people who are gonna get the chip, but are on the rebellious side, who are helping the rebellion out. There's people who are gonna be able to do more revolutionary things if they do get this Neuralink chip in them. You know, like, so you want to be a programmer at the end of the day. You want to understand how you can utilize, because it's just a tool, how you can manipulate this technology to your best advantage. Other people are doing the hard work, creating it and getting, you know what I'm saying? But you know that their intent is malice. You feel me? So I'm always thinking about like, yo, what could I do on some dope ass revolutionary shit if I had the Neuralink, or if, you know what I'm saying, or, you know, other people around me had the Neuralink, because like I said, I'm not getting shit drilled in my fucking head. But you know what I'm saying, I really think the Matrix is here. Like, I really do. Like, I really do. So, yo, that was Crypto AMAs. Hopefully you learned a little bit. You see the type of topics that go on in my head, things I like to discuss. I like to hear your opinions. You know what I'm saying? Leave some comments, positive comments in the chat. Let me know what coins you want me to review in the next session. I probably do this like maybe once a month or so. And just let you guys know, like, I'm for real about the knowledge, the homework. I'll be applying it. I'll be really doing it. So this is like, you guys get to kind of see what I be doing in the background when I'm not on camera. You know what I'm saying? All right. Much love. Aloha, family. Take care.